farm manager, and then I'm with Mike Kizzo. And we've seen a lot of things going on in the internet concerning Mike and my brother and many other things. We decided to solve these things off camera.
Me guys, I'll never have love to somebody who always show me crazy things, who always bullies me outside the camera. But
a very good morning, beautiful people. Welcome back to another reaction video. This is Maxwell Lumumba Africa. For those who are coming across this YouTube channel for the first time, make sure that you subscribe, like, share this video to other individuals, and remember to turn on the notification bell so that any day, anytime I post any video, you people get notified. Watch my videos from the beginning up to the end without skipping those ads that you see there. I also have another YouTube channel that goes by the name Vibe with Lumumba. In that YouTube channel, I do my lifestyle videos. Like now, there is a small project that I started just to curb the incidents about food security and employment training center. Let us support that project. You can go there, watch what is happening systematically, step by step, slowly by slowly. Let us go support it. Show love to this YouTube channel. Let us like other videos. And today I'm going to discuss about my Kizzo had a brief meeting with Marwa at the villa. And let me say this: if Kizzo, you are truly not guilty of any wrongdoing, why explain yourself so much? In his entire video, Kizzo contradicts himself. He says subscribers have never sent him money to build a mad house for dancing grandma. But then he proceeds to say that he usually calls Davy Jnr. to ask if it is okay and things like that. He is also blaming the reactors, but the question is this: did reactors come out and say my Kizzo is plastic, fake, or hater, and that they will never be friends with him? No. Davy Jr. is the one who said that publicly. It is there on the camera, evidence is there. And one thing people know about Davy Jr. is this: once you are branded as an enemy, that is it. So I saw Kizzo running to Marwa and explaining the whole issue to him. Marwa responded by saying sponsors are like that, and he will talk to Davy Jr. off camera. Come on, Marwa. And this off camera part is interesting because Davy himself once said Marwa can be an angel on camera, but off camera is something else, and he cannot truly love Marwa. Now, Marwa is talking about solving things off camera, yet Marwa lives on camera. His entire business is on camera. Ideas, thoughts, and lifestyle are on camera. So Kizzo is trying to point fingers, but honestly, he should point fingers at himself. If you truly know you did nothing wrong, you owe nobody any explanation. And why are you running to Congress dad and Maro? Unlike Kizzo, Maro subscribers cannot control Davy Jr. Davy Jr. is probably the only YouTuber in Nyabohanse that Marwa subscribers cannot influence or control. Yes, Marwa introduced YouTube to the village. Marwa introduced YouTube to Davy Jr. But Davy Jr. no longer needs Marwa. Davy Jr. is independent. He is his own vehicle, projects, audience, strategy. Right now, he's uploading multiple videos every single day, and in some cases, even pulling more views than one video of Marwa. So, Davy Jr. does not need Marwa. Kizzo is the one who needs Marwa, not Davy Jr. And the mere fact that Kizzo is running to Congress Dad and Marwa may actually make things worse. Do you know who Davy Jr. is? Once he's done with you, he's done. If Davy Jr. came on camera and said that he's no longer friends with Mike Kizzo, so what Mike Kizzo is doing, Mike Kizzo is running around in a cycle. It is like a dog trying to catch its tail, you know, the way the dog spin so as to catch the tail. That is what Mike Kizzo is doing. So running into circles endlessly. That is exactly how it looks right now. So these unnecessary explanations are making things worse. Bro, Davy Jr. is done with you. Even if Marwa, D. Mwango, Congress Mom, Congress Dad cannot, if they come through, they cannot change Davy Jr.'s mind. He's already done with you. He came on camera and publicly distanced himself from you. At this point, Kizzo should stop panicking about subscribers leaving him and instead look in the mirror, point finger at yourself first, be a man. Right now, you look like a chicken running without a head. And again, why blame reactors? Were reactors there when money was allegedly being given for projects? No. Reactors simply reacted to what is posted in public and uploaded. So Davy Jr. uploaded the video and reactors reacted to it. That is what we call public knowledge. Watch this clip, then we dive deep to today's discussion.
Guys, what's up? I'm here with Daniel, my manager.
Yeah.
Farm manager, and then I'm with Mike Kizzo.
Yeah.
And we've seen a lot of things going on in the internet concerning Mike and my brother and many other things. We decided to solve these things off camera. Yeah. And also my brother.
Off camera, yeah? Davy Jr. will be speaking about the off camera thing.
He's not around as we make this video, so we're gonna wait for him.
So Davy Jr. is not around, yeah? Because from Mike Kizzo's point, he said he had to book appointment with Marwa. So if he knew this is all about mediation, Davy Jr. could be present.
So amicably, we are one family. We don't want people trying to separate us. And if you are a sponsor out there, you are sponsoring division and everything, please, that's not okay. Use your money in a good place.
So Maro already knows that some people, some subscriber, they support this evil act to the village. And that is what I believe when Mayuguno was ostracized by Maro himself, when Nico Buddha was ostracized, a lot of YouTubers, yeah? So the power of money, especially from the subscribers.
And for me, guys, I'll never have love to somebody who always show me crazy things, who always bullies me outside the camera, but he can't show you the reality, you know. I'll never have love to such a person. He bullies me from outside the camera, off camera I mean, but he can't show you like what's going on. The person can film a video, but when he sees me or something, he hides the camera, so he can't like...
That is Davy Jr. speaking about his brother, Marwa.
You know what I'm getting? And also, for me, I'll never have love to such a guy who bullies me, but he can't show. But on camera, he's a different person. For me, I said no to such character traits. I'll just be who I am, you know? Yeah, guys. He doesn't show you the true pictures, what he always shows, you know? So I'm so offended, and one day I'll just speak my mind, you know? Yeah, for me, I'll never have love for him. I'm sorry, guys, to speak this, but...
So my Kizzo went to Marwa, and here Davy Jr. Davy Jr. said he will never have love for Marwa, and I'll be telling us various reasons, various instances where Davy Jr. himself has manifested it publicly. Yeah?
I'm very offended, you know. He once brought police officers at my home.
I'm from the villa actually. I was in the villa for like the past 2 hours.
2 hours.
For the past 2 hours we've been there conversing on some different things, you know. Yeah. Actually we're just conversing about whatever has been going on. Yeah. The issue that has been going on, we were trying to look for a better solution because we came to realize that people are now trying to take advantage of whatever is going on, maybe to try to revive their channels or try to get views out of whatever is going on. Yeah, so we have discussed and we have...
So Marwa is saying, Kizzo is saying that reactors are trying to revive their channel because of what is happening on this YouTube street, what. But I'll be talking about that.
I've come to a solution. Actually, I've seen most of my subscribers advising me that, Mike, you should not address this issue. But I just felt like at least I go and you know, we talk, because I called Marwa actually yesterday. I called yesterday at night. We talked and we agreed that maybe today we can have you know, a talk and know what is the problem. We are not perfect. Human beings, we are not perfect. And we make mistakes and we learn from our mistakes. Yeah, we make mistakes and we learn from our mistakes. And just as I said that I know myself, I cannot do something that will show disrespect to a brother of mine or to a sister of mine or even to my parent. Yeah, that is the reason I came clean and say that I do not bus see how Mike's channel is going to die. I know maybe that is what,
you know, that is projection. That is he's just anticipating for that. That is just what you call projection. He's projecting the future. That is why he's running up and down. But for me, I really believe that when you're calm, like Nico Buddha was very calm, the channel is still there surviving. So you don't require Davy Jr., you require Marwa.
Some people are trying to say that, oh, that is where I am, that is where I belong. For the people who chose their team, that is well and good. But for me, I know that between me and Davy, I still respect him. You know, I still respect him.
Marwa, yeah?
I still see him as my brother, as you know, and the love is still there. The love is still there. However much maybe we may have some little differences, and this actually just came to realize that maybe somebody is trying to feed my brother with, you know, some negative stories, because whatever allegations that were there, according to the people who are saying, is that I'm funding Dancing Grandma's madhouse construction. I'm funding Dancing Grandma's madhouse construction. That Mike Kizzo is funding that construction, and he gives money, and he tells that nobody should be recording me or nobody should know this. So if a subscriber has Hosea's number, and if let's say that there is...
Okay. After watching that clip, this story just took a different turn. Ladies and gentlemen, this Mike Kizzo and Davy Jr. issue is no longer about greetings. No. We saw in the video, Davy Jr. was trying to greet. Mike Kizzo was trying to greet Davy Jr., but Davy Jr. said no. So this thing has now entered psychological warfare. And today, we need to speak honestly because subscribers are watching every move very carefully, every explanation, every live stream, every reaction, every visit, every alliance, and the more things continue, the more people begin to ask deeper questions because now my Kizzo has gone to see Marwa. He has gone to explain himself. He has gone to speak to people around Davy Jnr cycle, and that is where some subscribers are becoming suspicious because there is an old saying, especially in a common setup of Western culture. If you do something wrong, why are you explaining yourself so much? So that is a question people are asking now, because when somebody continuously run around defending themselves, people naturally begin wondering, what exactly are you afraid of? And today, I'm going to analyze this entire thing deeply. The contradictions, the psychology, the panic, the blaming of reactors, the Marwa angle, the Davy Jnr mindset, and why many people now believe Kizzo is making the situation worse instead of better. This is going to be a deeper analysis, very deeper. And before I dive deep, let me say something about that. My Kizzo didn't needed to explain himself. He wasn't supposed to respond to Davy Jnr's live stream. He was not supposed to respond or to watch reactors. I know subscribers, some of them, they really like drama. So the reason why my Kizzo comes maybe it is like responding is because some of the subscribers send him messages, they call him directly and tell him that person A has said this about this. So even for me, when people used to react to me, because I don't watch, especially the reactors, I don't watch them because we do the same, almost the same thing, yeah. I have my own niche, yeah. I have my niche. My niche is there. There's some people I have to watch daily so that I can get content from them. So I don't go and watch a reactor because maybe they have their own perspective. The angle they'll be taking, not the same angle that I'll be taking, because for me, I choose to be very neutral, especially to what is being said, and I bring my explanation, everything as possible. So, you know, people monitor every visit that my Kizzo does, every alliance, because my Kizzo now is saying when he came to Nyabohanse, he joined Marwa's alliance. So when you say that, already people know that you already have your own stand, which is not bad. I don't rebuke that. Even me, I know some people say Marx maybe is in this stand. That is being said. And let me say why people are questioning Kizzo now. And let me begin by saying this. My Kizzo released videos to trying to explain himself, trying to defend himself, trying to clarify things, trying to tell subscribers he never took money for dancing grandma's mother house or dancing grandma's children, trying to explain he used to ask Davy Jnr before doing things, trying to say reactors are escalating the issues. But here's the problem. The more Kizzo explains, the more some subscribers begin questioning him, because people are saying, if you truly know you did nothing wrong, why are you running around trying to convince everybody? That is the question now growing online. And honestly, there is logic behind that thinking, because confidence usually stays calm, but panic creates over expectation. Now people are observing Kizzo moving from place to place emotionally, going to Marwa, going to Congress dad, trying to explain himself publicly, trying to defend himself continuously, and subscribers are interpreting these different. Some see innocence, others see desperation. I know already people saw my Kizzo as very innocent. A lot of people told Kizzo they are part of story. Even some of them were warning him that, Kizzo, you need not to respond to this bullshit. I was reacted on before I grew the thick skin, because sometimes what Kizzo say, that sometimes reactors to make sure that it is called what, not waking up, so as to build back or to bring back their channels to normalcy, yeah, let me say normalcy, yeah, to be actually normal the way it was. Because nowadays views are not viewing. We really strain when it comes to views. For those who are watching, make sure that you subscribe to this YouTube channel. Make sure that you watch my videos from the beginning up to the end, so that even for me, I become motivated. I continue doing videos. So when I see views are not viewing, I become demoralized. I lose hope, because this is like job, yeah. When you see YouTubers, they're in the street, they're in their job place. So let us support each and every YouTuber equally, without saying that this is team Marwa, this is team, I don't know, Gintu, this is team, I don't know, because there is no neutral team. But we have some people who are just jumping from side to side. And I said something yesterday. From today going henceforth, I'm not going to speak about professions. I'm not going to do that, because it has a repercussion. Even though there is a video that I've not released, I think that will be my video. Just know me as Maxwell Lumumba, nothing else. If you support me as Maxwell Lumumba, not anything. Don't say that Max does this, Max does this. No. Anything that is not required in this YouTube street should be kept away from YouTube. If somebody comes and says that Max is this, I'm not going to respond to that. I'm not going to respond. I saw some experts in Marwa's villa. Some of them, I met them. Some of them came to me because of some 1, 2, 3 issue. I said to myself, I don't react to professional, especially to the people who are above me. Yeah, you know, we have, you know, in every job or workspace, yeah, we have some people who have ranks more than you. We have people who are very authoritative more than you. So even those people who are below you, yeah, you are not supposed to talk ill about them, because today it is you, maybe you are above them, tomorrow it is them. So when you belittle your juniors, so that in future the same junior, actually this is what is happening in the YouTube street. Let me first talk about the contradictions people are seeing, and one thing the audience are noticing: contradictions. Every time Kizzo speaks, there is contradiction. First, he was saying that waving, I don't know, waving at Hosea. The next time you hear Davy Jnr saying he was carrying somebody. The next, when you go to Hosea's channel, Hosea saying he gave me a ride or a lift. You know, let us stop contradicting our statements that we do, and that makes subscribers think something else. Because Kizzo says, subscribers never send me money for dancing grandma chilling, but he also says, I used to call Davy Jr. and ask him if it was okay. That brings questions. Now immediately, audience begin asking if there was nothing involved with Davy Jr. Why was permission or consultation necessary? So you see, these are the kind of small details that creates suspicion online, and when the subscribers begin sensing contradictions, they analyze every word carefully, very carefully, and this is why many people now believe Kizzo should have remained silent instead of explaining, because sometimes explanations create more questions than answers. That is not the only thing. He even say that, I don't know, he goes at night. Some people are saying that he goes at night and finances the madhouse building. And maybe in my next video, I'll be discussing about that house. Yeah, the permanent house that was built. There is a time I came on camera and said, I truly believe that this house does not belong to dancing grandma. So the biggest question is, why is dancing grandma not going to live in that? Because we have seen people living in incomplete buildings. We saw Priska Mayani's, the Mayani's widow. She started living in an incomplete house. Even Marwa himself lives in incomplete house. So why does dancing grandma not living in that house? That brings a lot of questions for another day. Even yesterday, I saw the son to dancing grandma telling Jose that, Jose, look, you can build your madhouse there. My mom can shift from this madhouse to the other madhouse, but don't touch this permanent house if you don't have money to touch it. That tells us something else. That becomes a story for another day. So a lot of things have been said. A lot of people have come online, have said their own stories. A lot of people have added what we call the sugar coating. But I, Maxwell Lumumba, I just say things the way they are, without contradiction, without fearing, very vigilantly, and that is what happens. Let me now talk about the reactors are not the problem, because my Kizo has come on camera. Kizo is blaming reactors, but subscribers are asking, how are reactors responsible? Did reactors refuse the handshake? The answer is no. Did reactors publicly call Kizo fake? No. Did reactors come publicly and call you hater? No. Did the reactors come and call you plastic? The answer is no. So that came directly from Davy Jr. himself, publicly, clearly, without confusion, and that is why many people are rejecting Kizzo's attempt to shift focus towards reactors. But before reactors react to public content, that is what reaction culture is. If someone uploads drama publicly, people will discuss it publicly. That is internet reality. You cannot put emotional public content online, then become angry because people reacted on it. That is impossible. And many subscribers now feel Kizo is trying to redirect blame instead of facing the actual issue directly. So when you call person A, even I saw one of the reactors this morning saying that Kizzo is now throwing weight on positive reactors more than the negative reactor because of this. Because I'm trying to watch the positive. What are they saying as part of their story? Yeah, what are they saying? Will they take a stand and defend this because they come from the same camp? Yeah, make good thing I don't defend anybody. If you do shenanigans from my point, I'll say it. I know a lot of people have felt my wrath when it comes to. Sometimes I go and say that this one Marwa did wrong, this one Marwa did right. So I don't take any stand. And let me say this, what about Davy Jr. does not forget. You know, I've come on camera severally and I said something that Marwa does not forgive. And today I'm saying Davy Jr. does not forget. And I'll be telling us why Davy Jr. does not forget. And this is where people are now saying maybe or may not fully understand Davy Jr. because subscribers know something about Davy Jr. Once Davy Jr. brands somebody negatively, he rarely changes, and that's the reality. Let me give you a very good example. You know, these YouTube things, they require a pattern. Have you ever seen Davy Jr. engaging himself in Marwa's affairs? The big answer is no. But we have seen Marwa. When Davy Jr. brought his Mercedes, Marwa was there. When Davy Jr. was contracting in Dancing Grandma, Marwa was there. When Davy Jr. is now constructing his story building, Marwa has visited, and even he has done videos from that point. There is no day you will see Davy Jr. going to Marwa's project and start saying this. No. Davy Jr., if he's done with you, he's done. And what Davy Jr. does, yeah, if he brands somebody negative, you rarely see him doing so. Look at the previous situation. Let me bring somebody like people like bringing up Cleo Bonny. When Cleo Bonny came, Marwa welcomed him in the villa. What happened next? Davy Jr. chased Cleo Bonny from his parent house, calling him a hater, an enemy, even though he was being hosted by Marwa himself. That shows you what? Leave alone that. People are bringing up Mogesi because Davy Jr. attacked Mogesi in Mogesi's boutique. What happened? It happened. So subscribers saying when Davy Jr. decides something is against him, that relationship is usually finished. Nothing more. That relationship is done by done, and honestly, that is the image of Davy himself has created publicly. So he appears very firm emotionally, very stubborn, very independent, very difficult to influence once his mind is made up. And that is why people now believe Kizzo running to different people may actually worsen the situation, because Davy may interpret that as political networking around him, and that is it. I've seen. Now when you meet Davy Jr. in the street, I know some of the people who call themselves positive, they already, especially for those who are doing charity, I've already seen a lady who was actually, they spoke bad. Davy Jr. responded to her rudely because he's doing charity. I don't want to expose the name because the internet never forgets, yeah. It will be there. It will be coming up, yeah. Davy Jr. responded rudely to that individual. That is my sister passing. So, yeah, that is the reality. So let me discuss about running to Marwa may have made things worse. And I have to talk about that because this part becomes very interesting psychologically. Kizzo goes to Marwa, explains the issue for 2 good hours. And I know Marwa has watched this video, how my Kizzo and Davy Jnr. think. So there was no even need for you to go and explain. Explain what? What have you done? So explain the issue. So Marwa responds diplomatically saying, sponsors are this way. There are some sponsors that facilitate drama in the village. I will talk to Davy Jr. off camera, but subscribers immediately remembered something important. Davy Jr. himself once said, Marwa can be an angel on camera, but different off camera. Now, whether true or false, that statement already exists publicly, and now people are questioning this off-camera idea because Marwa's entire empire is built publicly. His lifestyle, his business, his content, his relationships, every exists online. So when people hear we will solve this issue off camera, subscribers become skeptical immediately, and honestly many people now think Marwa cannot influence Davy Jr. anymore the way people assume. There is a statement that Marwa himself made. Davy Jr. is not around. If my Kizzo had booked an appointment with Marwa, I believe this, Davy Jr. should be present at that meeting. That is what I personally believe. Yeah, Davy Jr. should be present. This is not something that happened one day. It is like 3 days before they met yesterday. Yeah, or today to some people. Yeah, so they will have called Davy Jr. They sit, not now saying that they are going to do this. They know that, you know, for us what we need, that handshake that was rejected, that handshake should be shaken to show mediation, to show acceptance, to show peacefulness, and everybody well knowing that. And already people have started judging that maybe this is because my Kizzo is building, this is because my Kizzo acquired a piece of land in Kiburanga. This is a lot of bullshit, a lot of issues. So let me discuss about Davy Jr. independence. And this is an important angle or point people have to see, because Marwa introduced Davy Jr. to YouTube. Marwa introduced YouTube to the villagers. Marwa has introduced or has made a lot of people become YouTubers. Nowadays, when you walk in Nyabuhansi village, everybody is doing YouTube. So even views are not viewing. Even I was seeing even people who are next to Marwa, they are not getting views, and that's the reality. So drama sells. When you see Maxwell Lumumba seated doing my reaction, just know that we have a lot of competition and it is survival for the fittest. That is what is happening. And I'll do my reaction till the end of this channel, yeah, because I know haters are there. Haters are there. People don't wish for you the best. People don't do that, yeah. And let us not take this drama as your personal. I've seen some people even taking pills, yeah, because they can not hold pressure. So that's why I told us that let us not focus on what is being said about yourself. Focus what you normally do. If I'm used to react, let me react, yeah. Let me go to my food chain and take my niche and make somebody my niche, instead of now going and responding to these. And right now, Kizzo is really passing through a lot. Pressure can catch that young man, and that's the reality. It is not easy. It is not easy. That's the reality. So after Maro introduced YouTube to the, so many people agree with that, but subscribers are now saying something else. Davy Jr. no longer depends on Maro. When Davy Jr. came on camera and said that this is the character of Maro on camera, so Davy Jr. had to build his own brand. And honestly, there is enough evidence supporting that perception. Davy Jr. has his own projects. He has his own audience, his own vehicles, his own content strategy, and currently many subscribers are noticing Davy uploading multiple videos, even 5 videos within one day, videos daily, and pulls huge engagement. So some people even believe he is overperforming Marwa in certain period regarding views and audience consider. Marwa tried it, yeah. There is a time Marwa tried posting 2 videos. He saw that maybe one video is cannibalizing the other video, because you have first to build your brand and your audience very nice. Anything you post, even if Maxwell Lumumba comes out of the house while walking, people will still watch. But when I don't do reaction. People won't watch unless I post something that brings a lot of traction to that point. Yeah, to that point. That is my sister chatting or doing what? They are doing her own things. Yeah, my follower. So the idea that Marwa can simply control Davy, many subscribers no longer believe that. So my Kizzo chose the wrong bet. So people now see Davy as independent mentally and financially, and that changes the entire power dynamic. So let me talk about Kizzo looks like. He's panicking because what he's doing, jumping from one place to another, that simply tells us that my Kizzo has panicked. And let me explain the symbolism of what people are seeing. Subscribers are watching my Kizzo moving emotionally from one person to another person, trying to explain, trying to defend, trying to gain support, trying to clarify, and to some audience it resembles panic. One subscriber even compared it to a dog chasing its own tail, running in cycles emotionally, desperately, and now, whether harsh or not, that is how some viewers are interpreting situation, because the more Kizzo explains, the more people feels Davy has already emotionally moved on. So subscribers are saying Davy already made his position clear publicly. He already said that they are not friends. He already rejected him publicly. He already called him fake. So audience are asking, what exactly is Kizzo trying to save? That is the brutal reality many viewers are now discussing online. Let me speak about what my Kizzo himself spoke about. Fear of losing subscribers. And that point is very important. Even I know some people will be saying that maybe when Maxwell goes out of drama or reaction videos, he will lose a lot of subscribers. He won't be getting views. That's the reality. Today I've put my phone in Dunga. For those who know Dunga, when somebody calls, he gets you offline. So I've seen a lot of people have tried to call me, yeah. But reaction content. I'm not supposed to put Dunga. The other time you saw I had put Dunga. If I could put Dunga, then those people who came to somewhere, I could be in a deep problem. So many people believe that real fear here is audience loss, because once audience shift emotionally creators feel it immediately. And let me say this. My Kizo needs Marwa more than the way he needs Davy. My Kizo came on camera and said that I will not and I will never go against Marwa. So let my Kizo don't be in a panic about views change, support changing, comments change, energy changes, and subscribers are now believing actually become one after seeing audience beginning to move emotionally towards Davy Jr. or away from the drama entirely. So, my Kizo, because when this happened to Nico Buddha, people knew that Nico Buddha's channel, and I like giving Nico Buddha as a very good example because, you know, that is a good example that everybody can see. Yeah, we can see and you can just see this is what happened. Nico Buddha is still surviving up to date. It reaches a point. Look at Mayugno. Mayugno does not need Marwa. He's surviving. Yeah. So because online audience are unpredictable, very unpredictable. So today, they support you, tomorrow they move elsewhere. And creators know this. That is why public image becomes everything. Let me say this about what I said about look in the mirror. And at the end of the day, this entire issue may now be beyond repair publicly because Davy Jr. already made his position clear, emotionally very clear, and now every additional explanation from Kizzo seems to create even more questions, not fewer. And maybe this is the biggest lesson here. Sometimes over-explaining damages people more than silence, because silence can look confidence, but panic explanations can look suspicious. Now subscribers are saying Kizzo should stop running all around like a chicken without a head, stop blaming reactors, stop chasing validation, stop trying to convince people emotionally, and instead look in the mirror, look at yourself, reflect, accept reality, move forward, backward never. Because one thing people understand about Davy Jnr. is this: once he emotionally closes a door, that door rarely opens again, very rarely. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do you think my Kizzo made the situation worse by running to Marwa and Congress dad, or do you think he genuinely wanted peace and understanding? Because honestly, this story is becoming more psychological every day, every single day. Goodbye. Goodbye for now.